Hi everyone. So welcome to the contributor call. Let me, I guess Prithvi hasn't joined yet. Let me go with the agenda. Okay, so at first we have Namkyu Park. We'll be discussing about the open source Korea contributor program. So we can start, I guess. Namkyu, over to you.
Okay, am I audible now?
Yes, yes.
Okay, thank you. So I said this topic yesterday, but some of you guys new to hear, so let me do it again. I just want to share some updates on Open Source Contribution Academy 2024. Yeah, this program is a mentorship program like LFX mentorship, and in this program, mentees are developers who are new to open source and contribute to open source with the help of a mentor. And I'm participating this program as a mentor. And this program is hosted by government department in South Korea, and we have 20 mentees. And on behalf of these mentees, Suyeon Jung is presented now. So, hello, Suyeon Jung. Can you introduce yourself, please?
Hello, my name is Yeon Jong, and I am a software engineer. I am currently participating as a mentee in the Contribution Academy program led by my mentor, Namkyu Park. Although I am new to LitmusChaos, I am eager to learn and contribute. Thank you for having me here today. I truly appreciate the opportunity to join this meeting. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Suyeon Jung. And like Suyeon Jung, we have 5 developers and 15 colleague students. And this program runs for 4 months from July through October. And we were tracking this program using GitHub project like this one. Okay, and the first meetup was held last Saturday, and meetings take place in person every Sunday. And for this program, I select contribution items with a lot of community members, and thanks to community members. So we will focus on 2 things. First one is Litmus Java. We will create an SDK that makes it easy to CRUD operations to chaos forward proofs, etc. And we will also manage project people invitations like operation things. And the second one is about observability. So we want to enhance distributed tracing, monitoring, and we want to gathering more sophisticated logs metrics. And we will also add use case about open telemetry and routings. So I need 2 things. The first one is about this GitHub project. Can anyone make this project to a public so that our mentees can view this GitHub project too? And the second one is, can any maintainer can create a Litmus Java repository and grant me authorization to access it. So yeah, thank you. I think Sarana can grant me a authorization and create a repository.
Yeah. So do you need help in with creation of repository?
Yes, because I don't have authorization to create a Litmus Java SDK repository. No.
Okay, yeah. Sure, I'll help you with it.
Thank you.
Great one.
Yes.
Okay, so I can go next with the contributor updates. So not much from my side as most of the updates I have already shared in yesterday's community call. So in the last release we have mostly been working on completing all the security audit issues that we found out during the audit, and all the issues are now fixed, and the audit team is now doing the retest of all the fixes that we have added yet. So that and some of the changes are are breaking changes in the latest release. So in case so those are not backward compatible. So in case you like just wanted to inform that it's not backward compatible, and if you face any issues during the upgrade, you can reach out to us. Maybe we can help you with some DB upgrades and all. So yeah, that's that. And next is post the 3.9 release, we have been working on finalizing all the pending PRs, and majorly like we are working on updating the multiple owner support PR. So that should be merged within couple of days. And once that is done, we will have the multiple owner support, and after that the changes, some of the fixed changes that have been added by our LFX mentees, their peers will also they can share more updates on the details, and their peer will also be going to be reviewed and merged. So yeah, that's it from my side. And yeah, one more thing. So we were doing some issue scrub, and we will be creating couple of more issues in the issue section. And if you are any of you are interested or want to get started with Litmus, so those will be good first issues. So you can just comment on them, and we will be able to assign it to you. So yeah. Okay, next. Next, we have the contribution discussion by Bruno. So, if you, Bruno, you can share.
Okay. Hello, guys. I'll share my screen just to open the pull request. Let me see here. Share. Are you able to see the pull request? I don't know.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So let me just give you some context of what we are doing here and the issue that we are facing. We have like a single portal or chaos center and multiple agents, like a lot of shards, and they connect to and they are like on different networks and things like that. And it's very common to have like WebSocket disconnection between the server and the subscriber, right? And what happens, and when the subscriber has that error or WebSocket error, it triggers this part of the code, right? So fail to read the message and exit the subscriber with a fatal error, right? That's okay. But the thing here is that when the subscriber restarts and try to connect again to the server, it receives an error of already connected. And it keeps hanging like with that, and it does not recover. So we have like some kind of downtime of our service because we cannot run chaos experiment while the subscriber is offline, right? So what we are proposing here, and we tested on our environment, it worked, is that we changed the way the subscriber exits. First of all, we changed from fatal to panic, because we have like some kind of defer function here. I don't know. So if we exit with fatal, this thing is not going to be executed according to the Golang documentation. So we think that this should be executed if we are exiting. So we are changing to fatal, or from fatal to panic. So the connection would be closed. But just that does not fix the issue, right? Because if we close here, the server is not like does not receive like a connection close request. And so we also added on the server side, let me check here, something to force the disconnection. So instead of just getting the error of cluster already connected, because when the subscriber is restarted, it tries to connect again, right? We want to close the channel that was related to that connection. So when we close this thing here, This go function here is the context is done. I think it's a channel, right? And then we release the in-memory map, and then when the subscriber will receive an error, but the second time it reconnects, since it's always exiting when receiving the already connected, it will gain the connection. With that approach, like for example, it takes around like 15 to 20 seconds to reestablish the operation, right? So it's good for us. But I would like to hear your opinion if that's okay, or what are the drawbacks of doing things like that, right?
Yeah. Hi, Bruno. This is Amit here. So I guess the changes that you made were correct, because like we are doing a fatal instead of a panic. So all the deferred functions are not getting called. So this actually looks good to me. Just one doubt I had, like in case if we have an infra already connected and we try to connect the same infra on a different cluster, so will this not cause any problems because we already have that in-memory map of an existing infra?
So like, because we don't have a scenario where we have like two subscribers with the same ID trying to connect again. So because what is the drawback of that approach that we're doing here? When one tries to connect and we already have one, the first one will lose the connection, right?
Right.
Okay, so but that's not the issue for us, because we expect to have like just a single one with it like connected. So that's what we are doing. We're just dropping the old connection, and then the other one will get placed and override that.
Right. Yeah. The change looks good to me, Bruno. Actually, yeah. Just it was just a edge case. Just I was asking in case by mistake, or if some of the clusters are not cleaned up properly, so this case might arise. But apart from that, the changes are good. Yeah.
Yeah,
With
because
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
have a question on that, because like, for example, if is it possible to have like two subscribers like with two different cluster IDs or infrastructure IDs, right? But deploy it at the same cluster, like, so we could have like some kind of high availability, because we're going to have like two subscribers to handle. Is it
Mm.
like, oh,
No, we don't have that functionality of sort of a leader election. We don't have that right now. So only a single subscriber can run in a single cluster at a single time. So that's the flow we have it.
okay,
So
even
yeah.
if they are like on different namespaces, right?
Right. Yeah. So on even on different different instances, if we deploy the same by mistake, if we deploy the same type of same subscribers, then if already connected, then we'll get that error of already connected error, right? So I
No,
think
well, like when I am talking about this scenario, it was like with different cluster ID or different infra ID. If we have like different infra ID, they're like, for the server, it will be look like, okay, they're different, right? So we're not going to face the already connected error, right?
okay, yeah. In case of different cluster IDs, it will work fine. Yeah. No worries for that. Yeah.
Okay. But so let me, sorry for misunderstanding. So we could have like, for example, two subscribers, because we have like a namespace where we deploy the subscriber, right?
Right.
And the other chaos stuff, right? We could have like two deployments of a subscriber with two different cluster ID. Because my question is like, if we are going to have some trouble with the subscriber trying to communicate with the same environment, two subscribers at the same time. For example, reading the same workflow information and things like that, you know?
Right.
So I think what you're saying is having two deployments of subscriber in a single namespace, right?
Yes.
Right. So I mean, like that could be a use case, but I think currently, if you try to do so, the same thing, right? The name of the config map which subscriber reads and takes the infra ID from the same is, correct today, as of today, it's constant. It's a subscriber hyphen config. That's the name of the config map. So even if you as of today, if you try to do that, the config map will get overridden. So whatever the latest deployment of subscriber you will apply on your namespace, that would become active, and the older subscriber which was already there will become inactive due to that, because the config map name is same.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I didn't thought about that. Like, so we would need like a config map for each one, right?
Yeah. And that is fine. Like as you were asking, right? Can it create issues when it tries to read, workflows? So if we are able to solve that problem, the previous one, having the same name of config map, if we are able to have two different config map, maybe some, substring or so, then and subscriber knows like which config map it has to read the infra ID, then it will work, because like in subscriber, it searches for workflows via label, and that label is the infra ID. So it is not going to look at any other workflows which is having a label which is not matching to the infra ID which this subscriber is searching for. So even if that happens, it will still work, and it will not affect your other workflows.
Oh,
So that
nice,
is
nice.
yeah. But yeah, for that to happen, like first we have to solve the other problem. Same name for config map. Yeah.
But Vedant, like it's a good discussion. So I think like it can be taken as an enhancement. Like since we have a common config map name, instead of that we can have some like unique identifier in the config map. So for each subscriber, create a particular config map for that subscriber, and it will read from there. So
Yeah.
so it's a good enhancement or use case, Bruno. We can create an issue for that.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. I can try to contribute as well if we found that useful. For now, we are not going to have 2 subscribers because it's okay to have like 20 seconds of downtime, right? But that would be if we go to like a heavy usage, would be or any user want like that, it would be nice, right? So you're going to have like if one subscriber is restarting or not, okay, the other one can take place and do the work, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think with the case that we were discussing, I think we should still wait for a user story or scenario if something is there. But the scenario that you are saying, right? Let's say one of the subscriber goes down and the other comes up, that would come into the case of high availability. In that case, you would like, I mean, currently it's not there, but I think the process or architecture would look like is you will have 2 subscribers in your namespace, which like both would be running, but like they will do a leader election between them, and only one of the subscriber would be the one which will be communicating to the server. So let's say if the leader goes down, then other will become the leader, and again handle the whole process. But like in this whole thing, only at a time only one subscriber is communicating to the server, whichever is the leader.
Okay, but so
Right.
so we do already have like some scenario that supports this leader and or no, I didn't get it.
Yeah, so that is something which if you see there is a component on execution plane side which is chaos operator. There you can have multiple deployments of operator and it does the leader election. So I think that is something which we would need in subscriber side. I think that would be actually a good use case, because that is something that people would want actually. Having 2 subscribers which are reading from same config map, and only one of them is the leader which is communicating to graph the server, and if one of those goes down, other one comes up and takes the leadership.
Okay, thank you very much for the explanation and clarifying.
Yeah.
Sure. Thank you so much for the contribution, Bruno. The changes actually looks good. We'll take it in this release probably.
Okay, I'm done. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Bruno. And so we can move to LFX updates by LFX of our LFX mentees. So Karthike, would you like to go first?
Yeah, sure. Just let me share my screen. So is it visible?
Yes.
Okay, so I have implemented some dummy versions to perform DB upgrades to that. and I have wrapped them inside transactions. So this is manager.go file. There is a transaction, it is structured in a transaction, and there is an upgrade executor which contains all the upgrades there. So initially the Mongo schema looks something like this. There is a project collection in ODB, there is a users collection, there's environment collection, and this index, particular index, has a unique property. Now when I run upgrades, so like users collection has been renamed to client, the project collection has been dropped, and the environment ID index has now a partial index filter. So yeah, so I have basically implemented dummy versions up till now, and I am currently inspecting the latest release versions 3.9.1 and others to implement the DB upgrades of the same. And I have implemented DB upgrade of the version 3.4, which involved the dropping of the index and setting its property to partial index, to have a partial index filter, which I have done. Now it is showing it that it has a partial index property. So, and I have also started to write the contribution guide of the same. So yes, that's pretty much from my side.
Thank you so much, Karthikeya. Dayong, would you want to share your updates?
Yeah, hello guys. I'm currently migrating a Docker file that uses infra Alpine as base image and to use UVI as base image. And currently, all images related to Litmus portal are using UVI as base image, and the corresponding PR have been merged for things like server, event tracker, and subscriber. And also, I changed the exact code of the build workflow from 0 to 1 to make sure that the vulnerability that infra Alpine had been fixed. And currently, I have written Chaos Runner, exporter, and operator image migration code, but it is not tested yet and will be tested along with Go Runner. Go Runner is work in progress, and after that, I can work on automation maybe. That's all. Thanks.
Thank you, Dayong. Amit, would you like to share Janvi's updates?
Yeah, sure. So Janvi has raised 2 PRs to support the Azure GitOps, and the similar changes in My Hub section. So in Chaos Hub section, like you can now connect Azure Git repos, and she's currently working on the infra selection section. So now the users, while creating a experiment, users can get a proper view of the environments and the infras corresponding to that environment. So it will like improve the user experience during the experiment creation. So she's currently working on that, and she'll be raising the PRs for the same in this week, by the end of this week.
Sure, thanks, Amit. Okay, so anything else, or anybody wants to share their updates or any doubts, any issues? Okay, I guess we can end this meeting. So thank you everyone for joining. We'll wrap it up. Okay, Ashok, would you like to share anything?
No, I don't have anything, but I would like to thank you all. If you remember, I'm from ENBD, so from Dubai. Like we have recently implemented, and we are giving demo to our CTO.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they like the tool, but we are giving official demo.
Okay, that's great, Ashok. So if you
Yeah.
face any issues, you can surely definitely post it on the Slack channel.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Thank you, Ashok.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, anybody else want to share anything? Okay, I guess we can wrap up this call. Thank you everyone for joining.
Thank you.
Yeah.